Welcome to Obrix, where the untold becomes unforgettable. Don't just watch the world, uncover it. Subscribe now.
They say the most dangerous places in the world aren't battlefields or nuclear sites. They're the quiet ones, the ones without signs, the ones you drive past without noticing. Somewhere beyond the fences of ordinary life, there's a building with no nameplate, no windows you can see through, and guards who never smile. It hums constantly, a low mechanical sound that vibrates through the ground. Inside, scientists work in sealed rooms behind glass thicker than bulletproof walls. The air is filtered, the temperature constant, the pressure slightly lower than outside so nothing can escape. It's not fiction. It's one of dozens of high-containment laboratories scattered across the world, places built to study the deadliest organisms known to man: Ebola, Nipah, SARS. Influenza strains that can erase millions if they slip through a single crack. But the question is not why these labs exist. It's how much we're not told about what happens inside. Governments call them Biosafety Level 4 facilities, or BSL-4 for short, a technical name that hides what they truly are: vaults where life and death are engineered at the microscopic scale. Only a handful of people on Earth are allowed in, and even they, when they speak, rarely tell the full story. Because inside those walls, research blurs into something else. Curiosity walks hand in hand with danger, and sometimes the line between saving lives and risking them disappears completely. This is the story of the hidden place where viruses are made. The idea began with good intentions. After the World Wars, nations realized that diseases could be weapons just as deadly as bombs. So they built labs to understand them, to protect against outbreaks, to prepare vaccines, to make sure no one could unleash the next plague. But secrecy breeds its own kind of infection. By the 1960s and 70s, research into viruses had gone far beyond observation. Scientists were combining strains, testing mutations, pushing the boundaries of what nature could do on its own. They called it gain of function, modifying viruses to study how they might evolve. On paper, it was about prevention. In practice, it became a race. Every superpower wanted to know what the others were capable of. And soon, labs that once existed to stop pandemics were quietly creating potential ones. In 1979, in Sverdlovsk, now Yekaterinburg, Russia, an accidental release of anthrax spores killed dozens. In 2004, a SARS virus escaped a Beijing lab. Twice. Even in the West, incidents were quietly contained, buried under bureaucratic language. Breach of protocol, sample misplacement, unintended exposure. Each time, officials promised it would never happen again. Each time, it did. Behind every sealed door and humming ventilator, one truth grew harder to ignore. When you make a virus stronger to understand it, you also make it more capable of escaping you. Imagine walking into a room where the air is alive but untouchable. You wear a full-body suit tethered to a hose that breathes for you. Every step is slow, deliberate. The smallest mistake could end your life. This is a BSL-4 lab, the highest level of containment humans have invented. Every surface is stainless steel. Every corner glows white under fluorescent light. Before leaving, workers are sprayed with chemical showers, stripped of everything, and monitored for days. To them, the lab isn't a monster. It's a fortress of knowledge. They see themselves as guardians, decoding nature's deadliest secrets before those secrets find us first. But there's another side, the psychological one. Many scientists who've left these facilities describe an unease that never fades. They talk about dreams of invisible hands touching them through their suits, about feeling the weight of knowing something the world isn't allowed to know. Because deep inside those freezers lie things not seen anywhere else on Earth. Frozen vials marked only with serial numbers, new variants, hybrid strains, engineered fragments, some designed to test vaccines, others to test limits. And here's the paradox. Humanity's survival might depend on what happens in these rooms, but if one seal breaks, humanity might not survive it. One researcher once said, "You don't realize how fragile the world is until you hold a drop of it in your hand." Outside the official reports, there's another layer, the kind no one confirms, but everyone whispers about. Unacknowledged programs, private sector funding tied to defense contracts, experiments so sensitive that even their existence is classified. The deeper you look, the blurrier the motives become. Are these labs protecting us or preparing for something else? When viruses are modified to understand transmission, the data can save lives. But that same data can be used to create something unstoppable. And once knowledge exists, it can't be erased. Experts who question this balance are often silenced or dismissed as alarmists. Yet leaked documents, small incidents, and sudden disappearances keep the suspicions alive. A scientist dies unexpectedly. A report vanishes. Funding shifts overnight. We comfort ourselves with the idea that everything dangerous is locked away. But danger doesn't need keys. It needs curiosity. And curiosity is never satisfied. One former official described these facilities not as laboratories, but as Pandora's rooms. Each experiment a new lid slightly opened. Each discovery a step further from control. Maybe that's the real secret. Not what they're making, but what they've already made. In the end, the story isn't just about viruses or labs or secrecy. It's about us, the species that can't stop touching fire even when it burns. The hidden places where viruses are made exist because we're driven by the same instinct that created them. The need to understand, to control, to overcome fear by mastering it. But mastery has a cost. Every discovery in those white rooms changes the balance of the world outside them. Every new strain mapped, every genome altered, becomes part of the blueprint of our future. And somewhere in that future, there's a question waiting. Will we use this knowledge to heal or to destroy? The answer isn't locked behind steel doors. It's out here. In our policies, our ethics, our willingness to look into the mirror and admit what we're capable of. Because maybe the hidden place where viruses are made isn't just a building. Maybe it's our own nature. The part of us that can't stop experimenting, even when we know the consequences. The part that believes control is the same as safety. The part that time and again opens the box, hoping this time the last thing left inside is still hope. And that's the truth no one wants to face. Pandora wasn't a villain. She was curious, just like us.